Hello, everyone. Yes, welcome to this live session. So, we are going to be going quickly into what we have for today. But I want to quickly say that if you are interested, in starting an online business and you don't even know like where to start from, I've got some information that I want to share with you guys because today, especially in our today Nigeria, you can't just depend on the money you are getting from that environment. You should be dreaming of earning money, elsewhere, not just within Nigeria. And with the kind of world we are into today, that has been made very simple. So I'll be sharing some information as regards to that, but I want us to quickly go into what we have. So looking at this headline, is saying that the FBI isn't independent of the White House. Document on Tinubu was edited on the instruction of the executive and Anthony Blinken, U.S. Secretary of State. It was most likely edited to prevent Tinubu's political embarrassment. That's coming from this lawyer. I have an image of him here. We all know him, Bruce Fenn. So he's saying that the information that the FBI is handing over to the people has been edited because they are trying to protect the president. So the question remains, why are they now releasing what is not really what the people want to get? You don't edit it, to suit somebody. And like we've always said, when these documents are edited, they somehow try to make the president of whether be it Nigeria or any other country to serve as a puppet in their hands, somebody they can use at any time. And look at it. They said they promote democracy, and that is exactly what Nigerians want to see the US do for us. If actually they say they are in support of democracy in Africa, let them release the real information that Nigerians are seeking to know, so that it will also relieve us of any, being inquisitive to know, and also relieve the president from any tension. But you can see that this lawyer is saying that this lawyer is now working with Nadeko. He's saying that there was somehow some information were being removed just to prevent any sort of political embarrassment. Anyway, that's not even the topic we have for today. I want to quickly share with you guys some of these trending headlines. I'll be sharing a video as regards to this. The ex-emir of Kano has come out to blast the presidency because they told us they've removed fuel subsidy, but we are not seeing the money. Where are they channeling the money? Nigerians, the money that is meant for this subsidy is not a chicken change. So now that subsidy is no more in place, where are they channeling that money? They said we don't have money. We just keep borrowing money from other places that we don't even know how we are going to pay it. We don't know how long it's going to take Nigeria to pay off this debt. And possibly they may be hoping that countries of the world will want to pardon them like in the days of Obasanjo. Is it after the kind of recklessness we've seen playing out in this government? Do you think some countries will even want to listen to Nigeria? And should they go and say, okay, please pardon us of all this debt? No. Look at how this headline put it. It is not a good idea for Tinubu, any Nigerian president, to appoint themselves petroleum minister. Okay, he also raised this point because nobody is calling out Tinubu, if anything goes wrong. Because if you say anything now, the DSS will come after you that, oh, you are criticizing the president. You don't have to. So he is of the opinion that nobody, as no president, should even take this position of petroleum minister. But that is what we've seen in Nigeria. Buhari did it during his time, and now this president is also trying to take that position amid so many things going wrong. The NNPP's NNPP or NNPC has been called out, as in they don't remit revenue. They don't remit revenue. They just keep taking from the little Nigeria has, and then at the end of the day, they will tell us that they don't have any money, as in they didn't make any profit. And then the question remains, how long are we going to go this way? We've seen this president coming out, to spend a lot of money. A lot has gone into, fix this house, renovate this, buy these cars and all that. But we have not seen them done anything, in terms of engaging the Nigerian people, making sure people are busy. Look at what Peter will be saying about the company that is already. Maybe possibly they've even left, because some people are saying that for this company to come out to say they are leaving, meaning it's been long, they even left before now. Peter Obi is now saying that really is because the business environment is not really, it doesn't have any good thing to tell about Nigeria. This president came in, instead of them to look internally, fix our country so that it will on its own attract investors. They keep flying out, to go and talk to investors. We've not seen that strategy working, and without, if it's going to work, they have to take time to, work on the country, ensure we have a very business friendly environment before you go tell investors to come in. So Mr. Peter side is saying that investors who cherish rule of law are being replaced by those who know how to game the system. You see, there is no sensible business that want to come in an environment they are not even sure of their tomorrow. That's what he's saying. You want to attract other businesses, other investors to bring their money to Nigeria. Look at our court system, because this is one of the things investors look at. Is the government obeying court rules? How is the judiciary? Is it we saw somebody from the United States saying that the Nigerian judiciary, as in the whole world, is now knowing our judiciary to be one of the most corrupt judiciary, which is not supposed to be. And they are not even doing anything to clean up the system. They are not doing anything. That is the most worrisome part of all this. Yesterday, we highlighted this headline that is saying that this appeal court judge who was accused of taking bribe, to uphold Dapo Abiodun's election, slums, dies during promotion. This is really a very, very, terrifying headline. As in, this thing happened to him during his promotion. You can imagine. And he has been accused to have collected money. And look at it. During this, let me say, a moment that he should be celebrating, he just slumped and died. You can imagine such a situation. I don't really think this is what the kind of headlines we want to hear. Should Nigeria have done what Kenya did, we won't be having all these things. Kenya ensured they cleared everything that has to do with election before swearing in. But in Nigeria, they will tell you they don't want, because it's an opportunity for our judges to make money. It's also an opportunity for, the wrong people to get into this position of power. And that is what we are saying. You can see it. So many people have been saying, even when we were told that Justice Samani wasn't feeling fine, somebody would just tweet and said, they say he's not feeling fine, pray for him. And people will be rendering all kinds of negative words, which is not supposed to be. Had it been these people are standing with the Nigerian people, they will not be facing all this backlash. You can imagine the kind of death that this man died. I just hope this will call some of the judges to order. Let them know that this planet Earth is just, a temporal abode for everybody, not just for him alone. For those that think when you acquire this world, you live forever on the planet Earth. It's not so. Yes. Also, I just want to quickly highlight some of this expenditure that has been coming from the presidency. Like I told you guys, that the ex-emir is asking where is the money that was meant for fuel subsidy. Now that we've stopped paying the fuel subsidy, where is the money going? And apart from that, this president has been in the business of going to look for loan, as in they want to get loan from even if Ghana tells Nigeria, now we'll borrow you people money, you see that Nigeria will just quickly go to, as in they want to get it from anywhere, anyhow. That is the state of things. But look at this headline, is saying that President Tinubu budgets 10 billion to renovate Gbajabiamila's official residence, another 570 million for travels. This travel of a thing is something that Nigerians should really pay attention. State House budget 9.5 billion for tires of bulletproof cars, SUVs, and others. That is it. And you go ahead, you see, Wike spent 4 billion to renovate official residence. That's what Wike himself for. And then this is surpassing the initially budgeted amount of 150 million. We are not even talking about the one he budgeted for the vice president's residence. Oh, this is just about the business that left Nigeria. this business has not now left Nigeria, and so many jobs are going to be lost at this moment. P&G, the maker of iconic brand including Pampers, Gillette, Areas, Always, and Oral-B, could incur charges anywhere between $1 billion. You see, should they stay back in Nigeria, they are saying that they won't even be making any profit. They will be at loss. And I think this is one of there is also an image that captured where they said they, categorically stated their reasons for leaving Nigeria. Let me see if it's captured here. P&G that provides 5,000 jobs for Nigerians leaves Nigeria on ground that it's difficult doing business in Nigeria. This is their reason. It is difficult to operate in Nigeria. Look at it down there, stated by this company. So the business environment is very hostile. That's what they are saying. So if they should stay back, they are going to be, at the end of the day, it kind of not just losing, but they will even incur some debts because they won't be able to make any profit from this our country. And we have people that are just busy, allocating billions on travel, billions for cars, billions to renovate office, billions to renovate residence, and all that. That's the kind of leadership we have today, fellow Nigerians. And that is why I just keep saying that we all must stand up to say no to all this kind of rascality. You see, many foreign investors are leaving Nigeria. They are leaving because they feel the business environment is not even going to help them at all. P&G Nigeria exits, ends 5,000 jobs. You know, this 5,000, when you look at it just like that, you may not know that you have so many dependents, being linked to this 5,000 people who are depending on these people whose number here states 5,000. Like a man who works with this company might have like a family of 7, meaning that there are all extra 6 persons depending on him. Or for people who have like 7, 8 children, their mother, father, you can imagine a family of 10. Then if the person loses his or her job, it's going to affect, these 10 persons. We are not even talking about, your extended families who are depending on you. You have people who train like their cousins, their nieces, and all that in school. Then when you lose your job, it's definitely going to affect this group of people. So this is some of the things that the Nigerian government is not even looking at. They don't look at all these things. All they know is, how are we going to be spending the money? Just spend it, spend it. If we don't have a means, we can borrow. Pata will eventually get somebody or a country or a body, an organization that will want to give us some loan. And that is it. Look at what this person said. Do you now believe election has consequences? The people you elect into this position, they are there to make you or to mar you. They are there to build up your future or to destroy your future. That is it. You see it being manifesting now. These people refuse to engage Nigerians, when it came to all these town hall meetings, come out for debate. Tinubu told Nigerians that I'm not going to expose my strategy. If I say it now, they will steal it. That's what he openly said. If I say it now, they are going to steal it. And Nigerians are still waiting to hear what is he having as his strategy. We've not seen any. He was just depending on the people he called his teamship. Those are the people he was depending on. These are some of the people he worked with back then as governor of the state, and he still feels they will be very much efficient, in working with him in the today's world. Things have changed. Times have changed. He shouldn't be expecting the Nigeria of then to be the Nigeria of today. And moreover, he managed a state, not even a country. And with his age, what do you think he can really offer the Nigerian people? Look at even the EFCC. The budget they presented is 76 billion, but for travel, they mapped out 4 billion just to travel. What is EFCC traveling for? Assuming they even want to travel, maybe to go and train some of their officials. Is that what will be costing Nigeria? This 4 billion. When we say billion, it's not in millions. So that is it, fellow Nigerians. The money that is being generated by this country, we've just apportioned them for unnecessary expenses. And Tinubu government to spend 1.5 billion on official vehicles for First Lady amid rising poverty, hardship in Nigeria. That is it. And it's just all about spending, spending, spending. This is for Shetima Tinubu to spend 10 billion on trips in 2024, sorry, and 200 million to feed Aso Rock animals. Somebody tweeted yesterday, I was saying that it's time for all the supporters of the APC to turn themselves into animals so that they will participate, they will partake in this money that will be used in feeding animals. So can you imagine? We've not even heard that they have dogs or cats in Aso Rock, only for us to see this money being allocated, to feeding of animals in Aso Rock. So Nigerians, we really have an issue, a very serious one, because this government is not telling us how they are going to engage Nigerians in terms of the productivity Peter Obi campaigned on, moving Nigeria from consumption to production. That is not the language this government wants to hear. They believe that, yes, governments can borrow, but we all know that, yes, it's good to borrow only when you borrow to invest it on something, projects that can, at the end of the day, keep bringing in more money, not borrowing for consumption, because all this money I'm listing out here, all these images you are seeing is just talking about consumption. You've not seen anyone that referred us to, any project that is going to the kind of bring more revenue into the system. No, these ones are just to be spent for the president. Look at even Femi Gbajabiamila gets 10 billion to renovate official residence, 10.1 billion for computer software, and the list goes on. The list goes on. Nigerians are not happy with all this, and the ex-emir of Kano has come out to lend his voice. Let me just allow you listen to that video, then we'll go to the next thing that we have for today.
Paying subsidy. So where are the dollars? Before it was under recovery. And we cannot afford to continue producing the oil and not seeing the revenue. We are no longer paying subsidy. So where are the dollars? Before it was under recovery. Now we don't have under recovery. Where is the money? It was the issue I raised for which I was suspended. You can suspend me again. Okay? But it is an issue that this country must address. NNPC is the most opaque oil company in the world. When I was in the central bank for 15 years, they had not been audited. We paid 11 trillion naira in fuel subsidy. There's no accountability up to now.
Yes.
The National Assembly called NNPC to bring the documents. They refused.
They can't.
And by the way, let me advise that this idea of the president being petroleum minister is not a good idea. The last president was minister of petroleum for 8 years. When I was governor of Central Bank, we had a petroleum minister. So when I talked about NNPC, I could attack Dizani. Now nobody can talk about petroleum because 8 years, if you talk, you're attacking the president. We need that buffer. Somebody has to be there. So a minister has to be there who is held accountable by Nigerians.
Let's bring in Arise analyst and lawyer Frank Tete. Frank.
Well, I don't really know if we can really take more of this video, but I think he made his message very clear, He made his message clear. The NNPC is not being they don't audit. They don't try to check the accounts. They just put in their preferred candidates there to lead this body without any clear, telling Nigerians how much are they making, where are their expenditures coming from, and then why are they not even remitting any money to the federation? Because the times we are in now is very hard. We only depend on borrowing. while we have means that we are supposed to be making money. And that is what he's lamenting on, that they are not helping the system. Now, the president wants to become the minister. And once he becomes the minister, you cannot criticize him. You cannot even call him, hold him accountable. Had it been we have somebody as the minister, if the person is, assuming Nigeria was to be a very good country, we say, okay, let this person be jailed, let this person be punished, or let him just leave that position. But we don't have anybody to be held accountable for any wrong that happens. And he claims he is the minister of petroleum. Anyway, let's just take a little quick.
Interesting times are here. Thank you for joining us the news night.
My pleasure.
Right. Let's look at the appointment, the board appointment of the NNPCL. Speak to us about your assessment of the composition.
First, it must be established it is the presidential responsibility under the Petroleum Industry Act, specifically under Section 59. It is the power, the president has the power to make all appointments to the board of NNPCL, at least for now, because in the transition journey of the NNPC from a public-owned company to, public government-owned corporation to a public company to a fully private company, there is this period where the government still owns the entire shares. But there will come a time where there will be many other persons, Nigerians, who will become shareholders, and then you can expect the company, according to the Petroleum Industry Act, to be run according to the provisions of the law. Here we are, the laws, the president appointed Ararume. At the same time, the Petroleum Industry Act gave grounds upon which a president who has full powers to make the appointment can only suspend or remove. So, for political reasons, somehow, President Buhari thought that he should withdraw the Ararume's appointment, but it was too late. Ararume had already been registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission as the non-executive director, as chairman of the NNPCL. Ararume went to court to challenge the presidential order, and the court agreed with him that indeed he should be reinstated. In fact, he remains the non-executive chairman of the NNPCL, and for embarrassing him, the government was fined 5 billion naira. So that was the point where the government decided to challenge. It was the same government of President Buhari that challenged the order. Now, the expectation in the eyes, I believe, of Ararume, who has become an APC member, probably to solve the political, estrangement, expected that the president would obey the order of the lower court. But the president did it, he ignored it, and then made a fresh appointment of a non-executive chairman, which in exercise of his powers under Section 59. So the contention is that...
Now, let me come in, Frank. Are you saying that despite the subsistent court order, the president still has a prerogative?
No, he doesn't. Okay. In the true sense of it, the president should be the number one public officer, public citizen, right, that shows the example of obedience to our court orders. Right. Even the orders flowing from the lowest of all courts must be obeyed. That is how you maintain order. That's how you maintain sanity in a political system in an economic system.
So in this case, yeah,
I believe the president, under whatever advice, is actually treading a path that is dangerous for the economic stability of this country, because without doubt the NNPCL is about the most important corporation or company that affects Nigerian economy or even Nigerian politics at the moment.
Yes, so we have a government that hardly obeys court orders. That is just it. And you could hear him say it, that this is very dangerous, even, in portraying Nigeria as an attractive place to come and do business when you don't obey court orders. So the president is not even supposed to have appointed any chairman, this current president, because there was one who had court case, there was this back and forth. They've not even resolved that, but he wants to become minister like Buhari was, and then he will be the one to also appoint a chairman. And that alone is one of the reasons why we have this level of corruption, in this body, because you can see they can't even remit any form of revenue to Nigerians. They will just keep telling us that they didn't make profit. They didn't make profit. That is it. Anyway, that brings me to the other topic that I want to share with you guys about, we are in Nigeria. So it will be wise for every Nigerian, especially the young Nigerians to ensure you are making money. Even if you are working, you have your 9 to 5, you should ensure you have a side hustle. As in, there should be something you are doing. And the internet has made that very, very simple today. We can't just keep depending on these our leaders. Don't depend on them. In short, if you are poor in Nigeria now, it's no longer a time to start calling out the government, saying that they are the ones keeping Nigerians poor. You've already seen it. It's clear that they don't have any plan for the citizens. So what do? You have to stand up and speak to yourself and tell yourself that I have to find way for myself. So that brings me to the topic of we ensuring we are earning online. Please, there are a lot of platforms. There are a lot of places where you can make money on a daily basis online. You have to check out your skills and see what you can do. There are people who are writing. There are people who are making videos, like YouTube videos. There are people who are blogging. They write blogs, for those who can write. There are people who a kind of, sell their writing skills. If you can write for people. There are so many things you can do. And I tell you, don't say I am a Nigerian, that is why I am disadvantaged. Gone are the days when we give such excuses. You can do it, you can make it from anywhere. So I got a video that I want to share with you guys, where a young Nigerian, a very vibrant, smart Nigerian spoke during an occasion. And I felt, wow, this is a very good information that my audience may want to listen to. So I want you to just quickly take a look at this video. I'll be sharing this screen and you listen to it, because the information is going to, even if it doesn't profit you directly, you might want to share it with some other person whom is going to profit. Assuming you are not even the internet type, as in you don't have anything to do with the internet, but you've got some siblings, you've got people who you think want to like learn one or two things on the internet. I think this is an opportunity. Sometimes we have our relatives that we spend a lot, sending them money back home and all that. You can help them, encourage them to see what they can start doing online, so as to, escape this rat race that is about to happen in the country. Last time they told us that they inherited a bankrupt Nigeria. So the question remains, will you just fold your hands and be waiting for this government? We have a very large population of Nigerians who are doing nothing. And we've seen the EFCC chairman come out to say that majority of Nigerian students, this one he even said students, are criminals, which is not supposed to be. That's the term he used, because possibly people are doing some negative things, trying to survive. But I tell you, you can do some genuine things on the internet, and that will transform your life. And that's why I want to share this content with you people. Just bear with me a little. Let me open up this video so that you take a look at it and see if this is what you might want to do, or you have somebody you think you can encourage to do all this. I think this is going to go a long way to save Nigeria. Moreover, some of these platforms will pay you in dollar. You will even stand better chances, making money as a Nigerian than just staying and waiting for this government to give you jobs. So just take a short look at this video, and then we'll continue.
Very early, I came to realize something about my unique personality. Don't celebrate it, oh please. And that is that I am chronically unemployable. And so I said, don't celebrate it. Because else when I do start shouting, woo! Calm down. It's not necessarily a good thing. I'm saying that from a point of deep self-awareness. That's one thing. The second thing is I have very big eye. Right? You know what that means in colloquial Nigerian English. When you have very big eye. How can you be unemployable and have big eye? All right? It was a very confusing state for me. But in 2013, I saw a book somehow by accident. The book is called The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. All right. When I read that book, I was shouting. I said, yes, I knew it. This lifestyle that I've envisioned, it's possible. I knew I was not mad. But in 2013, I was based in Benin City, not even Lagos, Benin City. And there was nobody around me that was doing these things. So I was really confused until I saw that book. All right. So it gave me direction to figure out how money was made online. All right. So these are the things that I've been practicing since 2013. It's about a decade now that have enabled me to live a life of complete freedom. And these are things that you can do even now from Owerri, wherever you live. So let's go.
So I stopped that sharing because I didn't want to stay much. I don't really want to dwell much on that video because I'm sharing it directly from my screen here so that I don't get into any problem with YouTube and co. But I think you must have got the information. So I have that book, and I equally want you guys to take a look at the book he has just mentioned. He called it 4 Hour Work Week. So I want to just quickly share that screen so that you take a look at. Oh my God! I hope I didn't miss what I want to share. Sorry for that interruption. So, what I'm just trying to say in essence is Nigerians, it is time for us not to just solely depend on this government. I love the fact that, this guy is like trying to tell us that at a point in time in his life, he was like, he didn't have any direction. He knew he wanted something, but he didn't even know how to go about it until he read this book. So when he read this book, he felt, oh, this book this is the book. But I won't be dwelling much on this side because I'm sharing directly. So this is the book that he read, and I'll be sending the link to you all in case you are interested in getting the kind of experience that he got that he said has equally changed his life. So, but what I really want to say here is Nigerians, I think we can't just continue, in depending on this government. It is very clear that this government does not even have anything for us. We've seen them spending, budgeting, renovating their residences and all that, so expenses that don't even make sense into this Nigeria. They are not talking about engaging the youth. Go to the north and go and see human beings, as in we have populations who didn't even go to school. We are not even talking about the educated ones that have not found job. We have people who do not even understand go, come, all those stuff. And these people are just, open to the bad boys in the bush, recruiting them easily. We are not even paying attention to all that on how we can ensure these people don't become a threat to the country years to come, because it's not going to happen now, but we are already building that. Tomorrow now you see them going haywire and you'll be wondering what is happening. It's because we didn't arrest the situation on time. So what I'm trying to say is that there are a lot of ways for you guys to start earning online. So I don't know if you're interested in topics like this. I would really want to see your comments so that we'll dive deep. Even if you want to start a YouTube like what I'm doing and you don't know how to figure it out, I'll be available to guide you. What I just want to say is I know Nigerians, we are smart people, we are intelligent people. And the world of today has made it so easy that anywhere even if you are living in the forest, I don't know if you've seen people who are in thick forests. What do you know what they are doing there? They are making videos, building houses with woods. And when you go and see the videos they are making, they are getting millions because people want to watch all these, all these village lifestyle videos. They are making they will just go to one forest, just camp inside day to night. They'll be cutting down trees, using it to like build. These are people that have normal houses, but they will move out from their comfort zones, go to make videos that they feel will easily catch people's attention. So the opportunity is enormous. The privilege is there, the opportunity is there, but the only thing is that sometimes we don't even know where to start from. There are a lot of things you can do online to start transforming your life. So I will urge you to read this book. You've heard it. This is a recently held program. Peter Obi was present at this occasion just some few days back. They had this will I call it a conference at Owerri, just to talk to Nigerian youths, to like give them direction and to encourage them that nothing is impossible in Nigeria. For the fact that our leaders have failed us does not mean we should fail ourselves. We can make it. Tomorrow they will think, oh, you are doing Yahoo. They will not know that your hard work, the night candles that you burnt are the things paying off. So I really want to encourage each and every one of us. Go and find your place. Let me see, like people will go to look for a shop. Go and find your shop on the online space. See what you can do. No matter what you find yourself being able to do today is going to yield tomorrow. Don't just I just want to like say that the internet is not also a fast money environment. Once you come there, just be determined that you are not going to leave until you start earning. Because it's not as if once you start today, some people want to start YouTube today and make millions tomorrow. No, it's like a journey that you are embarking on, and you are embarking on it with faith and hoping that it's going to yield. I tell you, it's going to yield. YouTube is changing people's lives. Blogging is changing people's lives. Rendering some services to people. Even if you're a graphic designer, there are platforms you can design and upload your designed images. And then you will earn money because it will be placed on t-shirts, on mugs, and other things that people will buy. And then that company is going to give you some commission for being the one who designed whatever was being designed and uploaded it there. So the opportunity is enormous. Let's not just sit back and wait for this government because they don't even have us in their agenda. They don't, they don't. You've seen the trending video of Wike where he's dancing, Jagaban, on your mandate will stand. Where is the mandate? All we've seen is just allocating money for, for their own personal issues, not to address the problems of the Nigerian people. So if you're out there and you don't know where to start, like I've said, I will always be here to give you a guide. You can contact me. I have my email on my channel. You can contact me and let's talk. If there is anything, by God's grace, I've been online. This is not the first thing I'm attempting on. I mean, this is not the only thing I'm doing online. I have other experiences on different things, which I can also like share with you my own knowledge so that you can find something doing. So let's not just depend on Tinubu. When Buhari was there, we were calling him Tinubu has come. Tomorrow again, until we get the right leadership that will know that one of the first things they should be looking at is engaging the youth, ensuring that the youths are busy. Peter Obi said, once you engage these people, you reduce criminality to a very, outstanding level. You'll see it reducing very, very drastically because people are idle. That's why they keep saying Yahoo, Yahoo, all those things. But if we have a busy population, I think most of these things will not be having issues with it. So you must have seen it. I'm sharing this link now. You can check out that link. If you want, they have the audio book. The audio book is something you can listen in case you don't have time to read, because some of us, we hardly read. You may want to just listen. So they have the audio version of that book. You can just play it maybe early hours of the morning when you wake up, you finish your morning devotion, can just relax and read. I tell you, since I started listening to audiobooks, it has so much motivated me, giving me energy to keep doing some of the things I'm already doing. I'm a mom, you may know or you may not know. I'm a mother, I have 5 kids, but I still involve myself in so many things that I do today because I have a dream. I'm going to somewhere, and I want you to join just join on this journey in getting to somewhere. Don't just wait for this government. That's what I'm trying to say. And when you start doing things on the internet, you earn mostly in dollar, even if it's just $100 that you make in a month. Do you know how much that is? Not to talk of when you earn like 200 or even 300. It will go a long way, in solving your own problems or taking care of your family, should you be a family person. And I want to tell you that the internet does not even care about your age. For those of us who think age is an issue, see, even if your father is a carpenter, go and buy a phone. Start videoing him working and posting it on the social media. It will surprise you to know that that is even what people like some of these white people, they want to see, how Africans are living their village lifestyles. These are some of the things they want to see. So, but I encourage you to click on that link, just check it out, see if it's something that you'll be interested. And if you also want to buy the audio, I think you need a link. You need they call it audiobook link that you can use to sign up. I'll try to get the link and post it on the comment section so that you can sign up to use Amazon audiobook. It's free. You can try it out for for 30 days. If you don't like it, you can quit. So you mustn't pay. Amazon is going to only charge you after 30 days. So you can use that opportunity to even listen to some of these books in case you don't have time to read. You know, reading is sometimes challenging because from morning to night you see Nigerians who are busy hustling. But if you have this thing, because we all have phones, you can just have your head or your earpiece on you and listen to it even while you are traveling, while you are going to somewhere. You might be on the road, you are listening to it. You are listening to things that will impact your life. This is not the only book. Possibly in future videos, I'll be sharing with you guys other books that you can read that will motivate you. And there are so many things you can learn from books, because when it comes to learning online, you know, like a YouTube video now, if I should start teaching how to become a web designer, I may just make video of 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That alone cannot give you enough information that you want to get, you know, in becoming a web designer. So that's why sometimes people prefer books, because books are going to go detailed, you know, in giving you this information step by step. But you hardly see a video that is going to cover all that. If you should get a video, then you are going to spend a lot watching that video. But when you get a book, it's easy, because like Amazon might just say, okay, pay $5, $10 in listening every month, assuming you want to subscribe. But if you don't want to subscribe, it's going to be free. You can just download the book, and then in the morning hours or even before you go to bed, you listen to some of these things. You see yourself waking up the next day. You have a focus, you have a direction, you are determined. No matter the challenges on your way, you want to like say, oh, I must make it. So many people's lives have been transformed, I mean, financially, because of the kind of world we are living in today. I mean, the internet is really doing people well, but I've not really seen that in the life of, you know, some of our Nigerian people. Maybe you think it's not real, or maybe you think it's that difficult. It's as simple as go and check some of the videos that are making real money on the social media. They are just one careless video that somebody shot and decide to upload. But you know, sometimes YouTube can, you know, will like say frustrate people that if you don't hold yourself, you might even want to quit. But books like this will give you direction. They will guide you. There are so many things you can do, not just videos, like I've said. There are affiliate marketing that you promote some items, you make money. There are ways, if you say, okay, I'm living in Nigeria, I can't even open papers. Do you know there are ways you can open paper legitimately while living in Nigeria? So there are a lot of things out there that can benefit us as a people, but we have to take that decision and keep ourselves motivated in embarking on this journey. And that is why I decided to share that short video with you guys, and also encourage you to check out the book. He said, you know, when he didn't really know what to do, he came across this book. And after reading this book transformed his life. There are other ones, possibly in subsequent videos I'll be sharing with you guys, but I thought this is going to help one or two persons in getting you motivated. Next year, we are entering 2024. If you couldn't find your feet, you know, this year is almost over. We are entering 2024. What are your decisions? What are you planning to be doing? Are you just will you just keep staying and waiting for this government to come and give you money to start a business or anything like that? And for those who are still in school, very soon you are graduating. You don't Gone are the days when you are graduating, you are waiting for to get a job. You're waiting for a 9 to 5 job. No, before even finishing your graduation, you've equipped yourself with some skills. And once you are leaving the youth service or training or whatever, you are already fixing yourself somewhere, because the internet has made it so easy and possible. And that is just where I want to stop today's video. So let me know what you guys think about this. Like I've told you, you can check out this book and see if it's something you want to read. You can choose the audio version. I will send you I will paste here the audio. There is an app, that they use on Amazon in listening to all these audio books. You can go through in a week. You just finish one book easily. Before you know it, you finish another one. And any skill you want to learn, they have the book version. The book versions are always loaded with more information than just watching a 10 or 15 minutes videos. So that's why books sometimes are preferable. So guys, I look forward to hearing what your thoughts are on this, as we also look forward to a new Nigeria. We want a Nigeria where it is possible, and to become a Nigeria who is happy being a Nigerian. I know we have issues too with light. That's why we really need the people, we really need to vote the right people into all this position. Now we don't have electricity, so that also affects a Nigerian who wants to come on the social media platforms to start making money, or on the internet. And then you have problem with buying data. There are a lot of challenges, but I want to encourage you, just start somewhere gradually. Before you know it, you are going to make it. So thank you guys for being with me today. I look forward to hearing what your responses are going to look like. Let's meet again later. Thank you. God bless you, and bye. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. And like I always played with you guys, please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it for more people to watch. God bless you, and let's see you again later. Bye.